Hey everybody, Terry here, Mr. Polymers on YouTube, of course, doing my first motovlog of 2018. It's about 59 degrees out, February 27th. I got the Eagle one out, the FJR, just making sure everything's working out. I have my GoPro's remote here. Actually, believe it or not, I was taking some GoPro video in the basement a week or two ago, filming one of my quads, and the GoPro wasn't working properly, was shutting down. Turns out it was my SD card. Now granted, I had a class 10 SD card in there, so I don't know what happened. I put another SD card in and it's working fine. So anyway, you see the Mustang convertible. I have the cover off. I've actually taken it out once before, and here's my dog Daisy and my son for a little walk. So we're gonna take a little ride here. Grab my keys. I don't think my son knows I'm talking. Anyway, we're just gonna take a little ride out. Daughter's home from work. I'm gonna go ahead, 59 degrees out. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put the heated grips on. Just going to go ahead and put them on one. Normally my threshold to riding, other than the Polar Bear Challenge, is 50 degrees. Below 50 degrees it becomes uncomfortable. So anyway, I think we're going. GoPro's on. Let's go ahead and take off here. Got about half a tank of gas. Let's go. I've got my other camera going, my get up, get to going on the bike, but I probably won't show that video. Okay, thought I'd get her up to about 60. Of course, I gotta watch it here. Our speed limit is 25 miles an hour, so whatever. No police run. It's good to get on the bike. It's therapeutic. Anyway, I hope all of you are having a good 2018. It's personally been a little slow for me, and it drives me nuts. I'm a type A personality. I'm a very hyper person, and being slow is not mentally good for me. I like to keep busy. And the problem when you're in sales like I am, it's either feast or famine. You know, things can go well or they can go slow. And for me, when you're slow, means less money. So anyway, I'm working on a few major projects and just hoping to get those closed. But anyway, I don't. For any of you that work and think, oh, I'd like to just sit around and retire, not me. I'm going to keep busy. And I've got the perfect job to do that. Since my office is in my home, I can go to work in shorts and a t-shirt, and gives me a lot of flexibility. Of course, it took me 30 years to get here, so it's not something everybody can do. You have to be extremely disciplined in working for yourself. Well, again, I don't work for myself. Let me take that back. Yes, to work for yourself, you have to be very disciplined when you're self-employed. In my position, being a regional sales manager, you know, it's quite easy to say, screw this, I won't get on the phone, I'll cut the grass or paint something or do whatever. We'll fly my quadcopters, but yeah, you have to be disciplined. So, anyway, beautiful sunshiny day. I think it's going to be somewhat nice tomorrow. Maybe not, maybe even a little warmer, but I think maybe a chance of rain. So, of course, I'm pulling out of my allotment a little after 4 o'clock. We've got all the stinking buses here. So, I don't know why I'm going out this way. I have other ways to get out of this allotment. But, anyway, of course, if you see with my GoPro, seeing the distance there, that's the Jackson Middle School. If you remember, that made national news. That was the kid who shot himself. They locked the school down, and that's it right there in front of me. That school over there. So that's my old high school, and was my kid's middle school. So again, we maybe a week or so ago had a lot of excitement. Unfortunately, it wasn't the good kind. So anyway, I'm doing a motovlog here, and I'm just sitting on this FJR in neutral. But so as you all know, I have a YouTube channel. I do not monetize it, so I'm not looking to make. I know a lot of guys monetize their YouTube channels. I got a couple guys doing quadcopter videos. They've got 100,000 subscribers, 112. Let me tell you, doing a YouTube channel is a lot of work, and for the money you get from it, unless you have a hell of a lot of subscribers, it's for me anyway, it's not worth it. I can make a lot more in selling plastics than what I do. But again, I know with those guys who are partially making a living off YouTube, I know it's a lot of work maintaining a YouTube channel, and something I really never wanted to do. So that's why my YouTube channel is not really based on any one particular thing, whether it be motovlogging, quadcopters, or air rifles, you name it. Whatever interests me, I'll place on my YouTube channel. All right, let's go. I've got the FJR in sport mode, so she, if I give her the gas, she'll go into a wheelie. So I've got to be careful. And also, this is our Jackson Township Police are here. In fact, there's an officer right here. So I gotta mind my speed. Now, granted, I have not had a speeding ticket in over 24 years. I think my last speeding ticket, well, I take it back. 2004, I was taking the family down to Disney World, actually Universal Studios in 2000. Come on, let's go. 2004, I was taking my family down to Disney World. And long story short, our vacation originally meant to be Myrtle Beach, but we got to the hotel room and it smelled like chlorine. It just was not very up to our standards, let me put it that way. My wife is very meticulous, and so am I. So at 5 o'clock that night when we got into Myrtle Beach, I called and got a room down at near Universal Studios, 2004. Anyway, that was a Saturday night. Sunday morning, I'm kind of hauling pretty good. We had a 2000 Astro van, pretty big Astro van, and I'm cruising along about, I'm doing about 55 miles an hour. I wasn't, I'm not going to speed and go crazy with my kids and wife in the car or in the van. And we hit the small little town, and sure enough, some ho-dunk unmarked car pulls me over. He clocked me, he said, at 55, which was 20 miles over the speed limit, but he was going to write me up for 50, because then it would be not reckless stop, careless stop, which is a bunch of BS to begin with. So anyway, long story short, that ticket, which would be about $100 here, ended up costing me $250. The state of South Carolina has a law: if you're not a state resident, they automatically double the ticket. So there's nothing. They sure in the hell know I'm not going to go back to south of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, when I live in Canton, Ohio, to fight a ticket. So they got you by the balls. Pardon my French. And I reluctantly sent the check for $250 to them, which would have paid for a night at Disney World or Universal at the time. So that was my last speeding ticket. Other than that, I have to have a very clean driving record since I drive a company car. And if God forbid, if I were to have an accident, not only would they come after me, they could come after my company. So, granted, I run radar detectors. I don't necessarily run those to be an idiot on the road, because you won't have my job being an idiot on the road. But just to give me advance warning, because I can't even afford a speeding ticket. So that's why I run a $400 Escort Passport 2 radar detector. So anyway, hopefully I'm not babbling here, but I don't know what else to talk about. So anyway, I'm just going to ride around here for a little bit. I'm going to shut this. I don't want this video going too long. I'm going to shut this video down. If I happen to come across anything exciting, I will turn the GoPro back on. So anyway, this is Mr. Polymers. Enjoy your February, what's left of it. March starts in 2 days. I'll talk to you guys later. Let's turn this on.